fall back. You got everybody thinking of all back. You know true. I was always holding you down. You down. Baby, what is this for this girl? What is love? What is love? Believe in it for two.
What it do, y'all? This is your boy North End Floyd, man. This is the Kickback Podcast, and this is Ep.226, man. And I have a dope guest here, man. I'm very familiar with her, man. So this is gonna be like a dope show, like a brother and sister interaction. So I got with Shawn Webb on the show, man, for Ep.226, man. Introduce yourself for the people who might not know who you are.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you so much, Floyd. I appreciate you for inviting me to the Kickback. I am Shawn Webb Locke, aka Shawn Sold It, and it is an honor to be here with you, brother.
Yeah, man. I like to tell people you sold me the house. This is your first time in here, 4 years ago?
I think this is my first time in here since I sold you the home, and you had me park out front. I thought you were gonna have me park in the driveway, but you had me park out front.
No, well, see.
That's okay. And what I asked you when I walked in, I said, "Is my Mozzie good outside?"
It's good.
This is the ghetto.
Nah.
So, I'm messing with Floyd. This is a fabulous neighborhood. Still a brand new neighborhood. They're still developing back here. Brand new home, brand new development. Ultra proud of you and your family, and I just appreciate you for trusting me and my team to get you into your brand new home.
Yeah, the process was kind of dope. I know I was passing by here like every day.
Yeah,
while they was building. On my way to work, I make the little swoop in and stuff. But back then they didn't even have they had the next street over, but it was no houses.
Right.
Because
you were in the second phase. You were either in phase 2 or phase 3, if I'm not mistaken. I think you were in phase 2. Back here in this development. But again, just an absolutely beautiful neighborhood. And let me tell you a little fun fact. I don't know if you know this, Floyd, about your subdivision. Do you know that this is the highest elevation of newer subdivisions, new builds in Beaumont? The highest elevation as far as like flood zones.
Oh, for real?
Yep.
I could tell because when you kind of come into the neighborhood, it kind of goes up a little bit. And all the houses kind of built up and stuff.
Right. So you don't have to worry about flooding back here, at least. Well,
yeah, you got the soccer field, the tension pond, and all that stuff like that. So
back here, yep.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, it was a dope process, walking us through and stuff. So how you been? How's it been going?
Man, it's been great. Actually, 2026 has been, oh my God, the polar opposite of 2025. So I'm just grateful for that. Let me tell you something. You already know, brother. 2025 tried to take me through.
2025 was kind of for real though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might look good or whatever, but 2025 was. It was.
2025 was biatch.
Yeah.
But no, 2026 is much better. The tide has turned, and I'm just grateful. It's been much better. I'm talking about in every aspect: personal, business, physical, emotional, spiritual. Everything has just done a complete turnaround, and I'm grateful.
That's what's up. You've been on the show. This is the third time.
Is it? That's the third?
Yeah.
Okay, I knew I'd been here before, so yeah.
I keep up with things like this. Of course, it's my show, so I know
Absolutely.
As far as I think the first time was, what was the first time? The first time
I don't remember the year. I don't remember the year, but I do remember. I know you were still doing it like remote, where we can have our own cameras.
Yep.
I remember my
your lighting,
my ring light went out right before.
Yeah, your lighting was bad.
My ring light went out right before.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
and I was panicking, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna have to.
We mustered through it. And
we did.
The second one was when you was running.
When I was running for office.
You was at the park.
I was at the park on Calder. Yep.
Yep, for
Shout
sure.
out to the park on Calder.
Shout out to the park. And then this is the third one.
And this is the third. Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. It's man, it's good to have you on for this third time.
I appreciate that. It's great to be here. I always love chopping it up with you. I don't know if your viewers and your audience and your people know that you and I have a friendship outside of for podcast
sure.
and outside of real estate or whatever. I have an immense respect for you and for your family. Just everything that you do in the community. I was just telling you, of course, when I walked in, I'm just so you've grown so much. I'm so proud of you, and do not Do not forget about Shawn Soldier when you make it to the Emmys and the Oscars and all of that for your podcast.
Hey,
Thank you
man,
so
much. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like we was talking earlier, we go manifest. We go put that out there.
Baby, shadow work is real. And if people don't know what shadow work is, I advise them to chat GPT it, Google it, do whatever you got to do to find out what shadow work is, because it works and it's real and it works.
You scared me earlier on that comment with the 8 p.m.
Which one?
When I made the post and you was like, yeah, the show 8 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m. Yeah. I mean, well, I had to make
I was like,
yeah, no.
I was scared. I was like, oh my God.
You thought I was serious?
Yes.
No.
At first I did.
No,
or whatever.
I was just messing with y'all.
And but see, I shot that video like when LaDonna was on.
Okay.
Because I was waiting for LaDonna.
Was LaDonna late?
Yeah, she was late.
In true LaDonna fashion. Hello.
That's like
it wouldn't be LaDonna if she wasn't late.
That's a real accurate video of me waiting for LaDonna to come outside or whatever. I
believe that. That's my girl. Shout out to LaDonna Starwood. Shout out to LaDonna. But yeah, LaDonna's going to be late.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so if the show starts at 7, you need to tell her 6.
Yeah, she came about 5 minutes late, and we got it going. It was a good show though.
That's not bad. Okay.
It's not too bad,
that's
but
not bad.
yeah.
Okay, that's
and she did a thing on there and stuff like that. So,
yeah,
you like I want to say, like, when you sent me the blueprints for this house, my goal was to turn one of the rooms into a podcast studio.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just me,
gotcha,
my wife and my daughter. You know, my son, he 23, he doing his thing or whatever.
Right.
So it was only 3 of us.
Okay.
And so like it's a 4-bedroom. So
right.
like so I was like, well, extra bedroom.
I didn't even realize that you had that vision at the time that you were building this home. I had no idea that was one of the bedrooms was the vision. And so see, you manifested it right then and there.
Yeah. Now that you think of it, now that you say it, yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Manifestation is real, man. Let me tell you something. If I didn't learn anything else, bro, in 2025, I learned that, and I'm gonna keep using that word, shadow work. If people don't know what shadow work is, Google it. Chat GPT it. It's real. It works. It's all about, opening that third eye, looking within yourself, learning within yourself, getting to know who you really are, manifesting. And I promise you, when you do that, it's like the floodgates open, like all the good things and the blessings and they just like, you don't have to chase shit. Excuse me. You don't have to chase stuff. I told you I was gonna slip.
It's good. We rocking out.
My bad. I told you I was gonna slip. You don't have to chase stuff though. It just comes to you. And so anyway, so you manifested it and you have good intentions and you've always been a good person as far as I know. And so it's coming to you, bro. And you living it out right now.
Yeah. I was gonna repost the first show I ever did. And that was like I don't know how that apartment was set up. It was like a kitchen / dining room. So I don't know what it was or whatever, but I was gonna repost the first one. Because a lot of people think,
the show where you've grown from, right?
Yeah. A lot of people think it's just like it just popped up.
Yep.
And I have it. It's been a long time. So
people always think that, when you get to the top and you're striving towards success and you're climbing the top and they can see it that you just you popped out of nowhere.
For real.
It's just really not. That's not the case for most of us. We started from the bottom and really had to quote unquote get it out the mud and grind and get to where we are today and where we're going.
Yeah. So you got the Maserati parked out front. Where are you from?
I do. Like originally, where am I from?
Yeah, where are you from?
You serious?
You went from for the people that don't know. I know, but the people.
Oh, okay. So I
you say you serious?
I am from Liberty County, Liberty, Texas. Raywood, Ames, Liberty. It's all in one. It's LC. Liberty.
You from
County.
Liberty?
Yeah, I am. Actually, that's originally where I, myself, and my family are from, Liberty County. That's right. Donatos, Webb's, Clan, all of that. Yep.
Okay. And I thought you was from the North.
We're from the country. Oh, you talking about that? Okay, so in terms of Beaumont, yes. So yes, when I moved to Beaumont, I think I was 13, 14, something like that, whatever. And yes, I am from the North. Okay. NAWF. Right. I'm from the North. Absolutely. Thank you. I didn't know that's where you're going with that. I was wondering why you said that.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I'm glad you went that route.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know that. They think I'm originally from Beaumont, but no, I'm originally from the country. But when I came to Beaumont, most definitely north end of Beaumont, Larry Lane, Comstock, Hellbig.
Oh, you from over there?
Hellbig, Alpha Hellbig, yeah.
Okay, all right, for sure. So absolutely. You came when you was 13. What school you was at?
That's
ninth grade.
When I moved to Beaumont, yes, I went to it was Little Central at the time. It was Central 9th. We called it Little Central, but it was Central 9th at the time. Yeah, which is where Smith is now.
Everybody was like, "Man, who that girl right there from the country, bro?"
Well, I mean,
you know how when a new girl go to school, like, man,
that's
good,
true.
You seen that new girl over there?
That is true.
She from Liberty.
That is true. I was from and I actually got teased.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because I had like this really. You think I talk country now? This accent, oh my.
Oh, it changed.
It was hideous. I had a really country. Yeah.
Shout out to Liberty. We ain't dogging y'all though.
You know what I'm saying? It's but now so when I moved here, bro, fun fact, from the country, right? I grew up with trail rides, Zydeco's, all that, rodeos, all that good stuff. They laughed at me for that.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? They laughed. Oh, she country, Zydeco, rodeo, But now everybody named Mama is on the Zydeco bandwagon.
Yeah, I seen a switch. I seen back in the days, we didn't look at that.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know. I got teased for it when I moved here. I got teased for it. The little dingy country girl.
Yeah, that country stuff. We wasn't rocking with that. I mean, we was like, man, I be cowboys. We was, it was a little hood back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah.
It was Dickies and Chucks and all that when I was growing up.
I went through that stage too. I tried to fit in. I went through the little, gangster stage too.
Yeah, for sure. So what you was doing before you got into real estate though?
So good question. So before I got into real estate, I was actually with Beaumont's ISD, Independent School District. I was with BISD for almost 14 years.
Oh, for real?
Yep, absolutely. I was in the classroom. I taught English, language arts, and reading for 8 of those years. And then for 5.5 years, I was in administration with the district.
Oh, okay. Dang, man, I didn't know that. And so what prompted? You got tired of those kids?
No. You know what? That's crazy. Everybody thinks that when they, you must have left the district because no, I wasn't ready to leave. Honestly, when I left and I transitioned into real estate full time, you got to remember when I started in real estate, I was doing real estate, part time, I think for about a year and a half while I was still with the district. And, but I wasn't ready to leave the district when I left. I loved my job. I loved my kids. I mean, I had my own office. I think when I left, I was at Marshall Middle School, and I wasn't ready to leave. But my broker, shout out to Jamie Hensley, owner and broker of American Real Estate, ERA. My broker came to me, and she was looking at my stats, my numbers, whatever. And she goes, "Hey, I think I've been doing real estate maybe part-time for maybe a year and a half tops." And she looked at my stats and she said, she came all the way down from Lufkin. And she said, took me to coffee. And she said, "Listen, if you can do these numbers part-time," I think I did like $1.5 million my first year. She said, "If you can do these numbers part-time, imagine what you could do full-time if you left the district." I'm like, "No, I'm not leaving my retirement. I'm not leaving my safety net."
Yeah,
I know
for
on
sure.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I know on the 10th and the 25th or whatever 2 days of the month it was that I'm going to get a check,
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way in real estate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't sell, you don't eat, right? I'm like, I'm leaving my benefit. And I just wasn't ready to leave. I thought I wasn't. And so anyway, so she says, "Hey," funny story. She says, "How much do you make right now?" And I think at the time, honestly, I might have been making, I don't know, anywhere between 56, 58,000, something like that. So she said, "Write down what you make." So I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I slid it to her. Jamie opens it. She looks at me and she goes, "What if I can guarantee you this plus what you cleared last year? If you come on to American full time." So I went home, thought about it, prayed about it, cried about it. And God just kept putting it in my spirit to step out on faith.
Gotta cry about it.
Oh, I cried about it. Yeah, because I was confused. I was like, But anyways, what if I fail? But God kept saying, "But what if you don't? What if you succeed?" Anyway, so made the decision to take her up on her offer. She kept good on her word. God kept good on his word like he always does. Best decision I ever made, and never looked back.
So you didn't really think of it as a job at first?
No, obviously not. Because if you do something part-time, you're not thinking of it as a quote unquote job. Because to me, I thought I was going to retire from the district. I had, I'd gone back to school. I'd gotten my master's. I'd, gotten my principal certification. I'd gotten my counseling certification, whatever. And I just really thought that that was the path that God had for my life. I was like, I'm going to retire from the district and, and I'll dabble in, real estate for now, and, no, to answer your question, no, I didn't take it as I took it serious, real estate is serious, it's a serious, occupation but I didn't take it as a full-time job at first.
I'm just thinking like, that's crazy. I'm just thinking like what you would be doing like if you wasn't into real estate right now.
Man, bro, let me tell you.
That's just thinking like if you wasn't, because I see you, you doing your thing. And so like it's kind of just hard to see you just, at a desk.
Right. So let me tell you, I'm keep telling y'all how God works. I thought I was gonna my plan, our plans are not his plans, right? My plan was to retire from the district. I had gone back, like I said, I'd gotten my master's, I gotten all these certifications, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply for a principal position. I think at the time that I left the district, I was a school counselor and a testing coordinator. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna apply for these principal positions. I'm gonna be a principal, and I'm just gonna retire from the district. Well, Floyd, I applied for. I went on 4 different principal interviews. Undoubtedly knew that I was overqualified for 2 of them. Sorry, BISD, I was, and I knew I was. I was overqualified for two of the positions. Made it to the last round of interviews, with Dr. Allen, with the superintendent, and I did not get selected for any of them. Well, fast forward to today, it made sense. God was blocking it because had I got hired as a principal at one of those positions, I would not have given real estate a second thought.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it could have been politics. People be politicking.
Well, it could have been that too. But nonetheless, whatever the reason was, no, it definitely probably was that. But whatever the reason was, God did not see fit for that to be my path. He wanted me to go this way. And I'm glad that he did.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm glad he blocked it.
That's crazy how stuff like that works, though. It's just funny, like me being like, I'm finna go left field with this. I'm sorry. But me being a Marvel, I ain't gonna say geek. I love Marvel movies and they go into like some multi-universe, like if Captain America was bad and all like that.
A Marvel guru.
Yeah, so I'm just thinking like Shawn Webb, like a principal instead of riding in the Maserati. And the Maserati clean too. How's it? It's raining outside.
Thank you.
That Maserati don't got no dirt on it. You must have waxed that.
No, I didn't. It's filthy, to be honest with you. But I didn't want to. I didn't want to bring the baby, the other baby out. The one I was going to pull. I wanted to pull up on you on the other baby because you got your orange one. But no, I'd rather not get that one dirty.
Okay, for sure. Pull up in the Maserati. That's why I'm glad. See, people pass by, they be like, "Dang, man, boy, got a Maserati out there." Yeah, so
God is good.
Yeah, for sure.
God
So you've been doing real estate for how long?
9.5 years now. 9.5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it'll be 10 years in December. So
that's gonna be around like your party.
Oh, absolutely.
Is that gonna be the thing? The 10-year anniversary?
You know what? Boy, you on to something right there.
See,
Thank
man,
you.
I just be throwing ideas out there.
Oh my goodness, the 10-year anniversary of Shawn sold it. I like that. You're on to something.
Sometimes I be just humming up
like
stuff.
That.
So
you're on to something. I like that. Okay. I like
that. What separates a good realtor from like a great one? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Because
that's a good question.
Because I don't think you good. I think you like great at what you do.
Man, I appreciate you for real talk. I that means a lot, especially coming from you. I appreciate that. I think what makes a great realtor, because we have a lot of great realtors in our area.
You do. Yes, you do. Yeah,
hats off to all the great realtors and the realtors who strive to be great in our area. But I think what makes a great realtor is integrity. Just integrity. Always, remembering that you have a fiduciary responsibility to your clients, period. Listen, if you do right by your clients, the money will come. Don't, if you're just in this for the checks, I can't speak on that because I'm not just in this for the checks, but if you actually do right by your clients, and always remember that your loyalty and to have the best interest of your clients, I think that's what makes a great realtor, because everything else will come. Floyd, you have no idea how many how many times, my team and I, we've given up a part of our commission, to make sure if a buyer is short on their closing costs, their funds, we'll give it, hey, take it out of my commission, just to make sure they get in their home. Or we pay for, we might pay for a repair out of our pocket. They don't have it at the time, or the seller, doesn't have the funds at the time. So like, what, I'll get it fixed, and just in good faith, trusting that the deal is actually going to close. I've had houses painted before, repairs completed out of my pocket, just to help the buyers get into the home. And so,
you think that's common?
No, that's not common. Okay. I can tell you that for sure. No, that's not common. And so that's what I'm saying. I think that's what makes great. And I'm not saying I'm the only agent that does it. It is rare, to be honest with you, but I'm not the only agent. But I do think that that's what separates the great realtors from your status quo average realtor.
Okay. Why do you think most realtors don't make it past? I think the stat was like a year or something. Absolutely.
Like that. Most realtors fizzle out in the first year, and those who don't fizzle out in the first year, the other huge percentage of them that don't make it past the third year will fizzle out, like you said, in that third or definitely that fifth year, because the market is seasonal. It's not always going to be an up or a great market. And so, a lot of times if the market is not good, if they didn't manage their money right, or if they weren't doing a lot of volume, a lot of sales, they're forced to go back into the job force, and they never come back into real estate. And it happens.
Yeah, because you think that they see it as like something easy to do?
Oh, absolutely. They see Selling Sunset, and they see TikTok, and they see all these.
They see you.
They no, you know what? Somebody else made that comment the other day when I was saying, "Oh, this isn't Selling Sunset." And they're no. They see you, and you're right. We're supposed to make it look easy. We're supposed to make it look appealing.
Yeah.
For the sake of our clients. Our clients look forward to those videos. Hey, a lot of our clients, hey, am I going to get to hold the key? Absolutely. They look forward to celebrating, and it's their big day. Absolutely. Y'all, it's your big day. You deserve to celebrate. This is the probably the most major purchase you're going to make in your life. So you deserve that celebratory moment. But what they don't see is everything behind the scenes, how we're up late at night, weekends, vacation, your computer is with you, and your spouse or your boyfriend or whomever, they're kind of side eyeing you because you're having to pick up the phone at dinner, but it is what it is, and you do what you need to do to be successful in the business, but to uphold that obligation to your clients. Your clients come first. It is what it is.
Yeah, I like to tell people too. Like, I mean, you can tell when somebody like loves what they do, and they last longer than somebody who thinks that oh, I'm gonna do this, and then they fizzle out.
Right.
Like when I was talking to Greg last week, I can tell that he loved weather. He was just he's been doing it for so long, and he was telling me how a lot of these people come into the game as far as weather forecast, meteorology, and then they don't last long because they come for the, like you say, they try to chase checks and they think it's all what it's claimed to be and stuff like that. And even with podcasting, you
are in my head. I was about to say, look at, why do you think you have longevity?
Yeah, even with
success you have.
Yeah, even with podcasting, and people, everybody got something to say, but like that don't last all the time. It's like, okay, I got that off my chest, those 2 episodes, and then now it's like 2 months later, you don't see nothing from them, and they kind of fizzle out and stuff. So
you gotta put in the work. And I mean, and honestly, I'm sorry, people can argue this fact all they want. Sometimes there's just that it factor. It is what it is. Sometimes, it's just like with celebrities, there's an it factor. You either have it or you don't. You can train someone to sing and dance and all this talent, rigmarole till you're blue in the face. They either have it or they don't.
Yeah, for sure. Roger Atwood talking about class of 95.
What up, Atwood? 5. There we go.
Oh, that's how y'all do it. That's how y'all hold up the
88
5.
Jaguar Drive, Central Jaguar.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the Jags, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
What's up, brother? Appreciate you.
Lavish Lachey. Oh, she said that's right there. That's why I love her. The
What's
most
that?
is Lavish Lachey.
Oh, thank you, Lachey. Thank you,
You're gonna have to read
Lachey.
the comments afterwards and
Okay,
stuff
I'm
like
gonna read
that for
them.
real.
Can I pull out my phone and read them now?
I mean, yeah, you can while I'm talking and stuff, but I still got.
I was playing, but okay, I'm not gonna do all that right now.
I'm finna say that's a first.
Thank you. Well, if it's a first, then I'm gonna do it. Okay?
Nah, for sure, no doubt. Do you think it's easier to be a realtor in a bigger city, or is it tougher?
Ooh, so that's a very good question. So let me tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was already kind of like, tapping my toe in the water, and
I seen that. Yeah,
2023 in Houston, right? Right. Then when I went through my divorce last year, I was like, let me go full fledged, into the Houston market, and actually opened up a second office in the Houston area. And let me tell you, it is no, it's not easier. It's more competitive. You got to think about it. In Beaumont, in the 409 alone, we already got 50-11, realtors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or 50-11 people with real estate licenses. Let me just say that, because just because you got a license don't mean you're a realtor. No shade, bush shade. But anyway, but think about bigger cities like Houston. Oh my Jesus!
It's probably cutthroat.
Oh my, it's cutthroat. It's 50-11 and 1. It's like yeah. So, and don't get me wrong, no shade to the Houston market. I enjoy doing real estate in Houston. It's just a different market in Houston. It is a different market, a different just a different feel, and I do enjoy it. Don't get me wrong, but ooh.
Yeah, because that's what made me ask it. Because I remember you was dibbling and dabbling with the Houston.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah. So I mean, it's one part. I was thinking about moving out there. Well, not Houston, but Baytown, Mountain Bellevue. And I think I even asked you that question a while back. So
you did, and we did talk about that, and you did. And listen, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's and the you have to know your market, and I guess that's what kind of threw me for a loop when I first moved out to Houston. I was like, okay, I have a whole new market to learn, and it's not just. You can't learn all of Houston. I know all of Beaumont. Okay. I probably know all the Steelsby, all the Kuntz, all the Port Arthur, I was able to learn those markets. It is very difficult to learn all of Houston. Do you know how big that city is?
Yeah, for sure.
Right. And so at that part, you have to kind of reel yourself back in and say, okay, where's my niche? My niche became Crosby, to be honest with you. Midtown, downtown, and Crosby became my niche. The Galleria area, those were my niches. I had to find a niche because it was so vast and so wide. And then you have all these other outskirting areas, Spring and Cypress and Katy and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
That seemed like a Midtown.
I love Midtown. Shout out to me. I love me some Midtown.
Little pricey out there.
It is. That's it is. My condo's in Midtown. It's a little pricey, but
yeah, for sure. Oh, okay. I didn't know you had a condo. Look, your boy Keithan, man. He never serious. He said, can you cook?
Can I cook? Keithan Lede?
Yeah.
Man, tell Keithan stop. Keithan, stop playing with me.
Yeah, talking about can you cook? Yeah, she could cook.
He know I can. That boy know I can boil rice. Stop playing with me. Yes, I can cook.
Yeah. Mikey, he said he needs help buying his first home. He's hearing that you're the best.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Mikey, I got you. I got you, brother, whatever you need. So here's the thing. Thank you. Down payment assistance. So down payment assistance is huge. Let me just can I touch on that for a second, Floyd?
Yeah, you can tap it.
All right. So let me tap on that. So down payment assistance is what, honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all, full transparency, is what helps a lot of my clients, a lot of my buyers get into their first homes. And some lenders do not like to participate in down payment assistance because they don't. It is what it is. They don't make as much money off of the deal. And so I try to match myself with lenders who have good DPA, down payment assistance products, and who are well versed in those products, and who do not side eye myself or my clients when we ask, hey, about their DPA products. And so I think that has been a contributing factor to the success of my team with first-time home buyers. So Mikey, I got you.
Yeah, he just got to hit your inbox. And it just go from there, right?
I think he got my number, but okay.
Dang, Mikey, you got the number?
I think he does. But however, inbox, you can send a pigeon, have smoke signal, however you need to, whatever you got to do to contact me. Get in touch with me. I got you.
For sure. Somebody said, come on, Floyd, we growing in Bay. No, I would not move to Baytown. I'm not moving.
No, he's stuck here. No, you stuck with us.
I can't.
No, you're stuck with us. Listen, If I move, listen, I move back. You stay here now.
Well, I gotta get, if you got a condo, I gotta get me a condo somewhere. You know,
you can't. No, so, and honestly, I can hook you up on that too, because the condo that I have is not as expensive as people would think, but it is right. It's in the heart of Midtown.
Does it have a nice view?
It had. Oh, I'm gonna show you.
I'm a view type of guy.
When we're done here, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the view. Absolutely.
I need the views.
Beautiful view. Absolutely. It's actually a poolside view, but it's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, Mikey. I don't know why you ain't hit an inbox. You got the number.
409-554-6599.
He's scared, but I understand.
That's okay. And if you go to my page, my number is plastered all over my page.
Yeah,
bro.
You know, a lot of people. Do you get that nervous feeling when people kind of get with you as far as the process of the home buying and all that? Yeah, you think people nervous when they, you know, like.
Wait, does who get the nervous feeling?
You know, as far as like buying a home, do you see like when the people talk to you?
Oh, when they come to me, a lot. Many times they are nervous, but you know, we specialize in first time home buying, so of course we have we just have real conversations, and we educate them. Well, I think once you start educating your client, it calms their nerves, because they're like, okay, I know what I'm getting into. I know what the process is going to be. I know what to expect next, what it's going to cost. And so a big part of real estate is actually, it's not just selling homes, it's educating. You're educating your client.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, I got a big education when I went through the process with you. What's one mistake you see people make as far as buying a home?
Trying to fix their own credit. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that too.
Oh, I just got my tax refund. I paid off all my credit cards, Miss Shawn. Why? Why for? Who told you to do that? Why would you do that? Now your credit score is finna take a dive. Who told you to do that? But they don't. I mean, they don't. I get it. Y'all don't be knowing no better. But no, call us first. Don't try to fix your own credit, because now you just messed up.
You got a credit person?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I have credit people. So I'm not a fan of credit repair. Sorry, I'm about to piss some people off, but it's the truth. I'm not a fan of credit repair. I'm really not. But there are a few credit repair specialists that I trust and that I've seen that my clients have seen results with, and I'm gonna just leave that right there.
Okay, so hey man, don't try to fix your own credit and pay everything off. Please. Talk to her first,
right,
before you make that happen.
Absolutely.
I see that you're very active in the community.
I am. Thank you.
Why is that important to you? Because a lot of people, they'll do their thing. They be like, man, look, the community got to do their own thing. Is that because you was with BISD with the kids and stuff? Because I see you go back a lot.
I do. I'm a partner. I'm a BISD partner. I'm always going to partner with BISD. I'm always going to support BISD for that reason, for the kids and the parents. But if you haven't, Floyd, if you haven't noticed, hello, are you new here? I like to talk.
No.
so of course I'm going to be involved in the community, because I like to talk. I like to meet people. And I think networking is important in any business, not just in real estate, just in any capacity, whether you're a school teacher or a bus driver or a truck driver or a podcaster, or you work at the plant or whatever it is. I just think networking and meeting people and building relationships is important. It's just, and I like to do it.
Yeah, and like I said, you ain't, a lot of people, they'll do something like that. Like I think I just seen you previously with Sheree Reed. Y'all took a picture. Sheree.
I got you, Sheree.
Sheree. Okay, my bad.
Okay.
But I just seen y'all recently take a picture. You, her, the mayor. I think some more people was there. What y'all was doing in that pic? Where y'all was at?
Man, so that was a cool project. So that is a new initiative with BISD that Miss Henrietta Savoy, who is like the director, the liaison director, and all of that with the ROAR program. And I can't remember the exact name of the initiative, but we did what was called Book Talk, which is a kind of a spinoff of a part of the initiative. And we go in, and so we have to read the book first. The children, so we're reading a book that the students are reading with their class and their teacher. And so we actually have to read the book as well. And then we go in and we ask them questions about the book, just to get them excited about the book and engaged and in meaningful conversation. And let me tell you something. I've worked with Miss Henrietta and with ROAR, the ROAR program with BISD. By the way, if you have not signed up as a volunteer with BISD or with the ROAR program to read to those kids, you need to do so ASAP. It's fun. It is an amazing experience. They learn from you, but you learn from them. Them kids be teaching us stuff, just so you know. But anyways, I'm gonna keep this short. I know we short on time. But anyways, Book Talk was amazing. It was the first time that it was implemented, and we did it at PMAC. And and those kids were so excited, about just discussing the book, and it was just a fun time. We asked all kind of questions, and they were really, really excited. It's different from just sitting down and reading to the kids.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I thought. I thought that's what it.
No, you are not just sitting down, opening a book, and reading to the kids. You have to have already read the story before you got there. And so now you get there and you get to quiz the kids on the book, and y'all get to engage in conversation, and it's a whole different dynamic. And it was the first time it was implemented, and oh my God, we had a ball. We had a ball. Those kids did not want us to leave. We had a ball, and we didn't want to leave.
Okay, all right, yeah, that's very different from just sitting down and just reading.
And opening book, right? It's different, but it worked. It worked.
And you know what? That is why I love that you did that, because you see a lot of people when they running for stuff, they out there reading to the kids. You know what I'm saying? When they running for certain positions and stuff.
And then when the election over, you don't see them no more.
You don't see them at all, dog. They reading the kids. They passing out water to the homeless and everything.
You know what? Let me get my water on that one.
I was like, okay, so
all under the bridge with the homeless people and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Baby, they ain't nowhere to be found.
Yeah, like what happened to you? You didn't win. Why did it stop? So that's why
some of them do win and they still don't show up.
Yeah, that is
after
true.
The election over. Okay.
For sure. I don't know.
Anyway,
okay, all right. So you ever had one of those moments? I used to look at this show, and they had the moments when they sell somebody the house, and that person went through so much to get that house, and they was crying, they was tearing up. You ever had one of those moments when you cried when you sold somebody a house, you and whoever else or whatever?
I don't know if I cried, but you take a lot to make me cry. I don't know if I cried, but I have definitely had those moments with my clients where it was very emotional, because you're right, they went through so much. That's what I'm saying. People don't see behind the scenes. They don't know, and this is, it's more often than not that those types of stories happen. It's more often than not, all they see is that the celebratory, we popping champagne, we popping bottles, and we holding the key at closing. They don't see the late night phone call. They don't see the amount of times that Shawn sold it is panicking on the inside, but I can't panic on the outside because I don't want my clients to panic. But, a monkey wrench has gotten thrown in the program, or the appraisal came in undervalued, and it's like, shoot, now we got to try to figure out how do we submit for a reconsideration of value for this home, or the survey's not going to be in on time, and y'all done already ordered your moving trucks for Friday, but now we just found out we can't close till next Tuesday. So now you got to get your utilities switched over to Tuesday, and the movers moved, and now we got to pay this additional rate lock fee. People have no idea what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah, they don't have as far as the responsibility of other than just selling the house.
That's it. They think that's and that's why so many people try to get into real estate now. They think it's a get rich quick scheme, and it's really not. And by the way, that's kind of what our show in 2027 that I got to put my plug in there.
I'm glad you said that, because I told you I was
okay. That's kind of what, yeah. So my media team and I have signed a contract with a major television streaming platform.
Yeah, hold on. My
child, what happened? You got cut off?
No, that's my clapping. Well, I don't use that often, but it's a clapping.
Oh, I like.
Hey, could you hear that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's state of the art. I like that.
Yeah,
I need one of them in my office.
I don't use them that much, but I need to.
That is state of the art. I need that. That's state of the art. But anyway, but so that's some of the things that will be shown on our show that is to debut in 2027, and they won't let me name the major television show streaming platform yet, but we did sign a contract with them, and so so stay tuned. But yeah, it will be reality TV. That's what it is. It's showing kind of the behind the scenes of how we get to the closing table, because everybody see all the celebratory moments, but you don't see the panicking and the crying and the clients crying, and you trying to be their counselor and keep it together and all that good stuff. But it's good. It's fun. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna tear up when I was holding that key. I didn't tear up.
You did. You did. You absolutely did. Would you like to see the video?
No, I don't want to see that video.
You did. That's
okay. I seen when my parents. Well, I seen when I was actually young enough to see my parents get their first home.
Oh, that's what's
and
up.
And it just reverted back to that, to them getting their first home, to me getting my first home,
absolutely,
and stuff like that. So it was like it was a proud moment for me. It was almost like graduating. It was almost like getting like a degree or something, because the process that you go through. So
absolutely.
How do you feel about people saying, "Oh, you don't need to buy no home, just continue renting"?
Well, to each his own. Some people feel that way. And if they feel like renting is better, is more beneficial for them and their household and their financing, I mean, to each his own, that's fine. I see the benefit, of course, in real estate. I was a homeowner before I got into real estate, and I wanted to be a homeowner because I was educated. I had to educate myself at the time, but I was educated on the benefits of equity. Home ownership is not just about, I get out of this apartment and I can paint the walls green if I want to, and can't nobody tell me nothing. I can play my music loud. I can put my cars in the driveway, and I don't have a landlord. It's not just about that. Yes, those are perks as well, but it's not just about that. It's about equity. Every year that you are in your home and your home appreciates, you are building equity that you can either borrow against later, or if you ever decide to sell your home, that is your money. And so it's about equity other than paying rent, and you're constantly paying somebody else's mortgage, and they're building equity and money that you never get to keep. And God forbid you kick the bucket or something like that. You're not leaving nothing to your kids. And so, I mean, that's just me. That's my opinion. But if you'd rather rent for the rest of your life, then, hey, knock yourself out.
Yeah, for sure. Did you ever have some challenges like in far as real estate, as a woman making a name for yourself? Was it kind of tough at the beginning?
Absolutely. As a Black woman, let's be clear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we ain't gonna sugarcoat that. Yes, as a Black woman, yes, I definitely had obstacles to overcome in real estate. But again, it's all about persistence, knowing who you are, being confident in you are. A lot of people take confidence for arrogance, and I think DeAndre Moore posted something earlier today that hit me in my soul. And he basically said, sometimes people confuse your anointing with arrogance. And if they do, that's on you. That's a them problem. But it's about being anointed and being confident in who you are, educating yourself. And that's why I tell people all the time, education is so important. I don't care where you work. If you drive dump truck, educate yourself. You better be the best, most educated dump truck driver on this earth. If you work at the plant, I need you to educate yourself. You better be the best plant worker on this side of the Mississippi. When you have that education, especially as a real estate agent, especially as a Black woman in a it is what it is, a Caucasian dominated, a white dominated field in Southeast Texas. It just is what it is. You better be educated, because that is how you equip yourself through those obstacles of people trying to humble you and make you feel as if you should not be here. But yeah, that has absolutely, I've been told to my face by a client that I was the most qualified agent that he was interviewing to sell his home, but his daughter would not allow him to hire a Black agent. That man told me that to my face. Older white gentleman, very nice man. We had met on several occasions, and I had to go with that. What was I going to do? But God fixed it, because I ended up selling the home, I think 4 houses down from him, right there near Westbrook, and that house went under contract in 4 days. And when I was driven over there to put my soul sign in the yard, guess who was standing outside? Him and his daughter. They wouldn't allow a Black. You see how God works? See how God do that?
Real talk.
Yeah, real talk, real story. So yeah.
As far as hold on, somebody what did they say? Oh, we gonna move on. I ain't trying to read it. Hey, she's gonna read your questions afterwards. All right. So as far as like a young woman that's seeing you, it's real estate, making the videos, everything,
right.
What would you advise to a young lady coming up that want to get into real estate?
I would advise, do your research, do your homework, do your research. Do your due diligence, and pray about it. And if you feel that is something that you are really led to do, don't just watch the TikTok videos and the selling sunsets. I'm talking about do your real research and maybe even call, an experienced agent, wink, wink, maybe even call or set up a meeting, seriously, or a conference or something with an experienced agent that's doing something in the market that can give you some nuggets to solidify whether or not that is a path you really want to take or not.
Hey, why did you get into politics? What made you get into that?
Ava Graves.
Oh, not Ava. Ava.
Yes,
hey,
baby.
shout out to Ava though.
I love me some Queen Ava Graves. I love you, Queen Ava Graves.
I call her Auntie Ava, man.
Auntie Ava. Okay, listen, I will throw you under the bus in a minute. I am not the person you want to get in trouble with, because I'm telling on everybody. Okay. No, for real though. I'm just saying, I'm gonna name drop, but no, I love Auntie Ava. Miss Ava Graves was the Somebody said something funny?
No, they ain't say nothing.
Okay.
I'm just thinking because Ava, she hit me with some stuff too.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? So no, because she's so influential, but she has an eye. She really does though. And take that as a compliment. And I knew she hit you up because she hit you up around the time of the census. But yes. So I know. But so take that as a compliment though, because she really has an eye and an ear and such a discernment for people who are influential and who can use their influence for good, not just in the Democratic Party, but just in the community all the way around. So I have an immense respect for Miss Ava Graves. I'm so grateful that our paths crossed and that she did talk me into getting involved with the Democratic Party. But yeah, so it was, and I love it. I already know what you're finna ask. Will I ever run for office again? I don't know.
Okay, all right.
I don't know.
It's different from what you said
that
before
is different
the show.
From what I said earlier when you asked me the first time. Okay. I was like, hell now to the now. But no. But who knows, wherever God leads me. But I will say this: I learned so much from running a campaign.
You ran an honest, true campaign.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just saying because I don't think the other ones did.
Thank you. You said it, not me.
Yeah.
But anyway, but again, his plans, our plans are not his plans. God knew what he was doing, right? Wasn't meant for me to pull that election off, and for obvious reasons. Thank God, because my marriage went to hell in a handbag 2 months later, right? Okay. So it wasn't meant, but I learned so much from it and was able to take what I learned and utilize that and get behind other candidates and push them. And that became my niche as well. Like I get behind candidates I believe in and help push their campaigns. We helped with LaDonna Sherwood's campaign. We helped with other candidates' campaign that we believe in. AJ Turner, we helped with his campaign. And so we get behind candidates now that we believe in and that we want to see make it. And hopefully we'll be getting behind Joseph Trahan's campaign soon.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I did see you out there, LaDonna. She was at I think it's on Lucas and Concord. She was at the CVS thing.
Yep, you came out there.
Yeah,
yep,
for sure.
Absolutely.
She was doing a thing or whatever. So,
yep.
How proud of you are, LaDonna? And I had Zena. I seen y'all take a picture together.
Yeah,
that's a pretty fly pic. That was a power pic.
Do your hand clap thing. Do your hand clap thing. Yeah.
Hold on. What button was it again?
I don't know.
It's that.
No,
I gotta label those buttons, man. I be pushing all kinds of.
You need to label them buttons, yeah. So you hit one and make a monkey noise.
I have. I've done it before.
But shout out, to LaDonna and to Sheriff Zena. So I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. When we took that picture, we didn't think anything of it, honestly. And then you commented on it, and
I did,
and you did. Thank you, and it just made me. It resonated with me because those two ladies, when I was going through hell in my divorce in 2025, when I tell you those two ladies stepped up to the plate in ways for me and checked on me and they just stepped up and really took care of me in ways that no one would ever know, ever realize, whatever. But shout out to them. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, because when I had Zena on, man, like that was my first time. Well, that was my first time really meeting Zena. And soon as I opened the door, boom, it just felt like I just knew her first. She had that kind of spirit that where it seemed like it wasn't the first time we met and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's real. So what you see is what you get.
Yeah, and
what you see is what you get.
Her accent is just it's funny, but I love it though.
Yeah.
Because she's from the Orchard, but she's like. She got
She got the little country twang.
She got the country twang.
Ain't no wrong. She got that country twang.
My coworker was saying, "Man, is that how she really talk?" I say, "Yeah."
Absolutely.
That's how she was talking before and after the show. So I guess so.
It is. What you see is what you get. But yeah, those two ladies held me down and in ways that, like I said, checked on my mental. I mean, they just held me down for real when I was going through probably the most hellacious time of my adult life. And so, shout out to LaDonna and Zena. Amen. Hallelujah. Won't he do it?
Yeah. Zena, so I guess you're going to support again because she says she plan on running the next, I guess, 3 years from now. Or whatever. Zena.
Yeah. Listen, what if she running? What's she running for? Whatever she running for, she run for president. If she running,
She
for,
said she was
running for governor. If she running for,
she threw it out there, but she was joking.
Okay, well,
as
she
far
might
as
not
president,
maybe she was joking.
President Zena Stevens.
But whatever she's running for, Shawn Soldic will be supporting. Hello,
or Governor Stevenson,
governor, whatever, you know.
We can start small or whatever and work our way up there.
What?
What's the daily routine of a realtor? What y'all do in the morning?
Ooh. It's every day is different. And that's what I love about this also. Every day is different. I never know what to expect. It doesn't matter how many items are on my agenda or my calendar for that day.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what's going to be thrown in the middle of it, and you have to prioritize. And so, you know, I mean, you just never know. I don't even know how to honestly answer that. You know, you wake up, you meditate, you say your prayers,
mm-hmm.
you know, you send out your Bible verses first thing in the morning, then you get ready for your day, and you do have a calendar, you have an itinerary, you have an agenda to follow, and you follow that agenda, but you really have to prioritize, because you could be, you know, you could expect to have, you know, a 10 o'clock meeting with Floyd Hope and his wife and his family at 10, and
yep.
You know, but if the title company calls you and says, hey, we got the clear to close and the documents have to be signed today and the only availability I have is 9:30, guess what? I got to call Floyd and his family and say, hey, listen, guys, can we push this back? I have an emergency closing that just popped up. The only time they can close is today. I got to make it to the title company in 30 minutes.
Okay.
So you just never know.
Yeah. Is everything a flood zone? I asked Greg, ever since like Hurricane Harvey or Tropical Storm Harvey, it seemed like every time they say something, it's a flood zone. Is that something y'all have difficulties dealing with as far as selling homes? Because somebody say, is it a flood zone? Is it a flood zone?
Yeah. So clarification on that. Everywhere is a flood zone. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Everywhere is a flood zone. However, flood zone X, which is the flood zone that you are in. Okay.
Yeah.
Flood zone X means flood insurance is not required, which typically insures you the lowest insurance premiums. Okay. But everywhere. So yeah, I hate people say that I need you to find me a home that's not in a flood zone.
I know.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, well, you want me to find your home that's not in Texas? Because you know what I'm saying? But again, that comes with educating the client to let them know, well, technically everywhere is a flood zone. What you're meaning to say is that you would like a home in flood zone X. Is that what you're saying, where flood insurance is not required? But again, it's about educating, because we have homes in other flood zones, designated flood zones like flood zone A or AE. You know, over here by Brandywine, Shakespeare, you know, up in that area behind Marshall Middle School, up in that area, and that have never flooded. But yet and still they're in, you know, flood zone AE that requires flood insurance. However, they've never flooded. So it just
that's crazy.
Yeah. So it just kind of depends. So
what about that new neighborhood they building out there off of Northwest Parkway?
Like going to like in the mall area.
Yeah. Are you on that?
Who? I'm sorry.
Are you on that? Or are all the realtors jumping on like, yeah, what's
Well, so that's kind of not the way it works. So whomever the developer or whomever the developer and builders are that will be directly involved with that subdivision, they select their real estate agents.
Oh, they do.
It's not like they get, so most of the time they don't get flooded with, you know, calls or connections from agents, because they probably already have their agents on board that they're going to select. Typically developers and builders already work with real estate agents, and they know, and so they have their choice, their pick already. But
how did it go out here? How did you get? I mean, is it different from this neighborhood out here when they?
So out here, okay, wait. So let me just clarify. When I say that, I mean agents that are going to list the new builds. Any agent can bring the buyer.
Okay.
Any agent can bring the buyer.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me just clarify that. Yeah. But so out here I'm not going to say the name of your subdivision, but out here in this subdivision, it was a little bit different, because they allowed select builders to build back here, and the builders, of course, also had their agents. You know?
Okay.
They have relationships with their agents. So yeah.
Okay. What about buying land? You get a lot of people that's trying to buy land. I want to buy some land eventually.
I don't get a whole lot, but I get people that want to buy land. Yeah. I mean,
land seems expensive though.
Depending on the area. Depending on the area. Because listen, you can get you a lot in the north.
I know I can. Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Yeah.
So it depends on the area. Now, I mean, you know, a lot out here, which you wouldn't be able to buy. They only sell the builders out here, but a lot in your neighborhood is, you know, probably 60,000 on up.
Yeah.
But you get your little lot in the North End for $8,000.
But see, that's for like if I did that, that's for like maybe a second home. I think somebody asked a question as far as jeez, man, there's so many questions, so many stuff. But they was talking about what did they say as far as some second home thing. I can't find it.
Second home?
Yeah, like I forgot what they said.
I mean, we deal with those too, of course. We deal with we don't just deal with first. I mean, we specialize in first time home buying and VA and things of that nature. But we also deal with second home purchases, investment property.
Yeah, that's what he was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We deal with that as well. Yeah. And I've started hosting. I don't know if you've noticed, but I did my first master class a few weeks ago. I don't remember if it was in February or March.
Oh, that's what that was?
A master class that I did. Yeah, that was a master class that I hosted, and it was a good turnout. And that was for people who are interested in getting into, becoming real estate agents, interested or newer agents who were interested in refining their real estate skills or whatever. But I'm going to start hopefully I'll be hosting those master classes quarterly, but one of my master classes will be dealing with people who are wanting to learn to invest, because
okay,
course, I'm an investor myself, so who better to learn from?
Yeah, okay. Masterclass. See, when you start doing master classes, that means that you didn't excel to a certain level to where
won't he do it? Hallelujah.
Start teaching the game.
Okay, won't he do it?
As far as your team.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of people that's trying to get on your team?
I do.
Okay, so I see that you have it's you and
Rashana.
And that's it. That's all I see.
Yes, Rashana is our transaction coordinator. She's an agent as well. But she's also a transaction coordinator. And so I have we have some other agents that assist.
Assist.
Yeah, I don't want to put them on blast because they're not officially on the team, so I don't want to put them on blast.
They still trying out to get on the team.
And I don't know if I can, and I don't know if legally I can say that since they're not on the team. But we do have some other agents who assist, because you got to think about it with the amount of volume that my team does. Of course, two of us can't handle everything, so we do have other agents that assist. They're just not officially on the team.
Oh, okay. Is it a good market right now?
It's a great market. Oh, it is. Okay. God is good. It is though. It's a great market. It's a great time to buy. It's a great.
I told you 45. That's the dog.
That is either a bear or a human.
No, that's just.
Door. That is not a dog.
He always do that during the show.
Don't no bear knock that hard.
That's a little ankle.
Nah,
you seen him.
Dog that I saw.
He is getting a little heavy though, but he only probably like 13, 14
That's
pounds.
a wolf. That's not a dog. But no, it's a great market though.
Okay. Can somebody, now you was talking about as far as like the first time buyer.
Mm-hmm.
Can somebody actually just have zero down and get a house, or is that some Army type?
All right. So VA, of course, they don't have a down payment, right?
Yep.
Can you get into a home with that can you get into a home with no money? God, I hate that you asked me that, because people gonna be calling me trying to. Don't call me if you ain't got no money. Buy no home. Let me just say that right now. Okay.
Don't call her.
Now, have we had people close on homes and bring zero to the table, or maybe a few $100s, or less than $1,000, or even get money back? Yes. But there is a method to it. You still have to have money for your upfront costs. You got to have money for your earnest money. You got to have money saved for your home inspections. You have to have money for your appraisal. And if you qualify for down payment assistance, one of the requirements to utilize down payment assistance is that you have money saved in reserves. Do not call Shawn Sold It trying to buy a house talking about you ain't got no money.
Yeah.
Don't call me with that foolery.
It's almost like they trying to like getting a car.
You can't get a car with no money down.
You can
get a car with no money down. Don't call me with that. And if those builders like I'm not gonna name the name of the builders. They start with a C and they rhyme with vanilla. Them builders like that be advertise. Build your new home with no money down. The money, everything is rolled into it. You're paying for it. It's all rolled into your loan.
Mm-hmm.
So you're paying. Yeah. You're paying for it.
So people get pre-approved first before, because a lot of people like to go on, those websites and look at home.
Rocket Mortgage if you want to. Ooh. You can go on one of them. You can go on one of them if you want to. I mean, you can if you
well,
want to.
I ain't gonna lie. I do late nights, 2, 3 in the morning. I do scroll and look at some nice $1.5 million homes.
Well,
and
not
all that.
And you can if you can if you want to. I know one thing. I know Floyd Hope better call Shawn Soda when he get ready to buy his next home. I know that for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Okay, because I know where you live. So but in all seriousness, you can use any mortgage lender you want. But there are benefits. It is typically more beneficial to use a local lender because they know our insurance endorsements, such as windstorm coverage. If anything happens, it's, we have relationships with home appraisers. We have the relationships with the surveyors. We have the relationships with the title companies. It's just, it's just better when we use local lenders that we actually have those relationships with, because it makes the whole process easier, smoother, and there are perks to using, people who have relationships. I might be able to call up a lender that I know and I work with and say, hey, listen, they don't have a whole lot of money. Say all they have is enough to cover their earnest money and home inspections. What can you do?
Mm-hmm.
Can we get them a lender credit? Can we help them out at closing? So
I was just thinking about what you said about the $5,000 lot. So somebody can just buy them a $5,000 lot and then later just build them a home off of it.
Really, Floyd? No, they can't. No, I'm playing. Yes, they can. Yes. But if you're going to build, again, it's just like anything else. If you're going to build a home on it, make sure you are educated, because, you don't want to buy a $5,000 lot and then you go build this $300,000 home on it. And now, you spent an ungodly amount to build it and it doesn't appraise. So now you're going to take a loss on and you've over improved. And anyway, so can you do it? Yes. But just please know what you're doing. And if you don't know what you're doing, consult with a professional. That's what we're here for.
Somebody told me that when I first was start talking about a house and all that. And this dude was like, man, you need to just get you a house built in the North End, man. We build back the block or whatever.
And where he live?
I don't know where he live at. Exactly. I think he live in the hood too or whatever. So, and I was just thinking about that. I was like, why would I build a house and be the only house, like that on that street? Like,
the math ain't math, and it don't make sense. Listen, listen, I grew up in the North. It's I'm not
for real. Like,
I'm
I might
not
go to
building a house in the North End or whatever. I'm just saying, make it make sense.
I might go to the North after this.
$5,000 lot and put a $500,000 home on it. It just don't make sense. Number one, it's not going to appraise, and you're going to live in it. You're going to live in it forever, because you ain't going to never be able to sell it.
Yeah, for real though.
Because who else going to buy it?
Nobody ain't going to buy it.
Make it make sense, y'all.
Yo, I'm not dissing these people, but who was these people that stayed right there on Magnolia and Lucas?
Next question, please, man. I'm not trying to fight, bro. I'm too old to fight in these hills. Come on, bro.
They have a beautiful house. I'm just gonna say this.
You know what?
They have a beautiful home. We just gonna move on to that. But do you know what I'm talking about?
No. Case in point. They're probably, whomever built that home, beautiful home, but whomever built it, they're probably going to live there forever, because if they ever put it on the market, who else gonna buy that house right there?
Yeah, but that's a beautiful house.
It is a beautiful home.
I think it's some old people, because I used to pass by and I used to see an old man cutting the grass.
And I'm not shading. I'm not shading anyone.
No.
And if they are older, it makes sense, because maybe they felt like, F it, we could build right here. Do we like living right here? We probably gonna die right here. So now that makes sense. If you plan on staying in the home forever.
Jeez, man, I don't know. See, now people talking about they know the house. They know what I'm talking about.
That was him. Told you. That's you.
Somebody say, I know that house. He say I scratch my head every time I pass by that house. It's a beautiful house.
That's on Floyd. I don't know what house he's talking about. That's on Floyd.
It's a beautiful home. So before we get out of here, I want to revert back to, in 2027, you have it's gonna be a documentary.
It's like a docuseries. It's reality TV. I'll put it that way. It's somewhat of a docuseries. It falls under the docuseries category, but it is reality TV intertwined. And it will be on a major television streaming platform. They told me that's the only way I can say it until it is released, until the trailer is released. Otherwise, I could get in trouble. I could get sued and
whatever. Dang,
so,
man.
And I don't want to get sued and whatnot. But just be on the lookout for it, because once the trailer actually comes out, we will be able to the promo trailer. Once the promo trailer actually comes out, we will be able to share, but it has to come out from their site first.
I got you.
It has to come out from their
site. You haven't started shooting or nothing.
Filming yet?
Yeah.
No, we've not started filming yet. Nope.
Dang, see, they supposed to have been up in here. Well, I don't know where they would have sat, but
we talked about that. I said when we start filming, you got to ask me to come back. That way the cameras can follow me.
Nah, for real, man. Hopefully I can step it up to another level to where they can, you know.
This is straight. This is straight. Yeah. So I'll let you know. That way you can invite me back and the camera crew can come and we can film and blah, 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 blah. All of that.
Other than that, what's my last question tonight? What's something people should pay attention to other than the docu-series? What else should we be watching from Shawn Webb?
Use my government name one more time or we're going to fight. I'm gonna clean up out that chair.
That'd be a first. Tell her they like, dang, I knew it. I always wanted somebody to knock him out.
Yeah, no. So what people should be on the lookout from Shawn Webb. Shawn sold it. Man, just be on the lookout for man, why did I draw a blank? Why did you ask me that? I drew a blank. Of course, real estate, of course. Of course, content creating. Public speaking. So now public speaking has become another niche. I don't know if you guys have noticed, or if you have noticed, Floyd, but public speaking is becoming. I'm being booked for more speaking engagements.
Okay,
and so shout out to God. I'm happy about that. So yeah, I've been being booked for more speaking engagements, and I am enjoying that. And so yeah, and and I'm.
Somebody say drop her info in the chat. I mean, they could just go to your. Well, I'll drop it in the chat after the show. But
yeah, absolutely. You can drop my phone number, my not email address, though. My phone number and my website. Phone number and my website. Yeah, and it's honestly, I mean, it's easy. It's ShawnSoldItTeam.com.
ShawnSoldItTeam.com.
ShawnSoldItTeam.com. That's the website. Yep, absolutely.
Trina says she's trying to book you. How can somebody book you?
For
the speaking.
Oh, inbox me for phone number 409-554-6599-281-330-8004. No, I'm just playing about this. But no, they can you can inbox me, you can text me, yeah, or or the web ShawnSoldItTeam.com website. Yep, any of those.
Yeah, that's Trina. Trina, go ahead and
that's what's up. What's up, Trina? Absolutely, I would love to come speak.
Trina Network. She got the pipe site. She got the
I would love to come speak.
Nonprofit and stuff. So. Man, I appreciate you for coming through. I know you got a busy Friday. What you doing? You chilling tonight? It's raining.
Probably.
You in the house?
Yeah, because it's raining, probably so. Yeah, I don't really like to drive in the rain, so probably so.
Maserati ain't good in the rain.
It's I don't like to chance it. I don't like to chance those tires in the rain.
I don't like the Jeep in the rain. People be like, Jeep, they show commercials, they going all through the terrain. Yeah. I do not like driving the Jeep in the rain, man, for some reason.
I don't like to drive either in the rain. I don't like to drive in the rain, period. If I can avoid it, I will. I don't like to drive in the rain. So 9 times out of 10, yes, I'm going home after this and I'm staying home. And then tomorrow, there's like this Kentucky Derby event in Houston tomorrow that I'm supposed to be attending. So
okay.
Yeah, that's going to be dope. Yeah.
You going to be networking over there too? Are you always networking?
I'm always networking. Always networking. If I'm in a grocery store, I'm networking. If I'm in a nail salon, I'm networking. If I'm on vacation, I'm networking. So yes, pretty much. Yeah. Sometimes that's not intentional, but yeah, I'm always networking.
I think somebody need to learn that as far as building their brand, that they should be always.
You should always be networking. You are your brand. You should always be networking. Absolutely. If you are in business, you should always be networking. You are your biggest advocate.
Yeah, I tell the people all the time, like with their Facebook page, like if you got a business and you don't have a business page and your Facebook main page is that should be mostly all what should go to it. We shouldn't be hearing about this and that.
No,
if you do cooking and all that, we shouldn't be hearing about nobody fighting and all that. We should none of that. We should be focused on your food.
Yeah, and you are going to be your biggest brand ambassador. You are your biggest advocate. You are your biggest marketer. You are your biggest advertiser, and you put yourself out there. And the people that you annoy because you're always networking and putting yourself out there and whatever, they can either, if they don't like it, there's a big old unfollow button that they can hit. There's an unfriend button they can hit. They can block you. I'll let there.
Yeah.
Because you're not here for them.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said again, I appreciate you drop some gems. If anybody wants to get to my home or public speaking, you can slide up there, man. Y'all hit up, man. Y'all tap in and stuff.
Buy a home, sell a home, land, residential, commercial, Beaumont, 409, Houston, public speaking. Be on the lookout for the reality show coming up in 2027.
So
we
look,
tell the truth around this bitch.
If you miss any of this show, and somebody said, "Ooh, somebody made me mad last time." Somebody was like, because I repost some show, I'm starting to repost old shows, and somebody's like, "Yeah, because I missed it," and it got me so ticked off. If you missed any part of the show, you can watch it on YouTube anytime you want.
Hello.
You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, anything that has a podcast or anything related, audio or video wise. I am on there. This is Facebook Live, yes, but you can also watch it in these platforms and stuff. So if you need it, I'll repost it again. Maybe it's my fault for not posting it as much as far as the links and stuff, but I will post it. And you can see it and
That's
you can hear it.
That's not your fault. They have all of these media platforms at their disposal, just like everybody else. Go to one of the media platforms, people, and go watch it and even share it. Support this man. This man is doing something positive on Friday nights. He's engaging with the community. He's being positive. He's entertaining. He ain't jumping through nobody's window. He's doing something positive on a Friday night. Successful Black man. Support this man.
Yeah, for real though, man.
That's what's up. Support him. Put some money in his pocket so he can come buy another house.
Hey, we have the morning show tomorrow, Hope in the Morning at 9 a.m. If you want to call in, if you want to even come on and talk about what you're doing for those few minutes of time, you can do that also. That's tomorrow at 9 a.m. And then next Friday, we got the homies, the CEO of Square Biz, the boy DJ. He's going to be on the show. So we go have Square Biz in the building, one of the dopest brands in this area and in the country. So we're gonna be talking, we're gonna be chopping it up with that too. So until then, man, y'all be safe out there, y'all be blessed, y'all have a wonderful weekend and keep thriving out there and keep setting goals. So we gone. I see y'all.